Hey, grace and peace, everyone. This is Charles here with another Midweek Recharge. And this week I want to talk about birthing your own deliverance, bringing about your own escape, your own promotion, your own salvation. So let me stop being so abstract or cryptic. There's a story of a mother and a daughter in the Hebrew Bible, Exodus. And during the time of this story, the Hebrew people are enslaved by the nation of Egypt. And Pharaoh puts forward a decree, a command that all of the Hebrew boys are to be killed. They're to be thrown in the Nile River. And this one mother, Yachobed, gives birth to a boy, but there's something that she sees in him. There's a light that she sees in him, and she just can't bring herself to allow him to be taken. And now, let's be clear, I don't think there were any Hebrew mothers at the time that were giving birth to boys and just giving their boys over to the Egyptian soldiers. Maybe there were a few, but I have to imagine the majority of mothers were trying to figure out ways to resist and fight back. And Yachobed finds a way to hide her son for 3 months. She hides him as long as she can, and then she does something really shrewd, very clever. She does what Pharaoh commands. She puts her son in the Nile River, but she makes for him this basket. It's almost like a mini ark. Like, remember the ark that Noah made to save he and his family? Yachobed makes a mini ark for Moses, and Moses ends up floating literally into Pharaoh's house. He goes down the Nile River, and Pharaoh's daughter finds him, and Moses' sister Miriam intercedes and says to Pharaoh's daughter, "Would you like me to get a Hebrew woman to nurse this child?" And so Yachobed and Miriam collaborate through a creative resistance, nonviolent resistance, to spare Moses, who ultimately grows, as you know, to deliver Israel. And so my challenge for you this week is to think about what exists in you, what light is in you, what program, what business model, what child, what effort has God put in you that is meant to bring about deliverance? How are you preserving it? How are you nurturing? How are you acting on faith to see that deliverance is brought into this world? I don't know, but there's something in you that God needs for others to experience. Let that be your recharge.